Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday and welcome to Hunkydory Craft TV for what is going to be a wonderful Wisdom Wednesday.
Well
there
done.
we go. We did it. It is Hunkydory's 17th birthday and we are ready to party. We have 2 weeks worth of incredible launches, but today is extra special. We are going to have a rawsome time. And you will understand that pun when we go over to Stacey. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this show. Stacey is in the demonstration station today, which is why it's a wisdom Wednesday. There we go. It's going to be a good show. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Are you
How
excited?
I'm very, very, very excited.
I'm excited that we're doing this show today.
I know. Well, obviously me and you and a few other people have known about these for a very long time.
Yeah.
And we obviously knew about this box as well.
We did.
And it's just the best.
It's
just the best thing.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So before we get to showing you our fantastic brand new alcohol markers, all the colours brand new, 72 exclusive colours to that box. Are you ready? Because it is our birthday and our birthday ends on Sunday the 21st of September. So you have 2 weeks to grab all of these fantastic deals. Throughout our birthday celebrations, we have double reward points. So you're going to get 2 points for every £1 spent if you are a club member. 4 points for every £1 spent for diamond members, which is absolutely incredible.
Just thought how many...
Especially on... Oh, just
imagine
you wait.
how many reward points you're getting today.
Just you wait, Stacey.
Wowzers.
Just you wait. Make sure you signed in though, because if you're not signed in, you're not going to get your points. Next thing to tell you, bonus reward points on new products. That's right. New products, including the product that we have on today.
No.
Yes, Stacey. You're going to get bonus reward points. Should I tell you how many before we move on? Because it's quite exciting. 300 bonus reward points for buying this box today.
Wow.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
As a diamond member, you will get 656 reward points if you buy the big bundle.
So the 300 reward points is just for regular club members.
300 is for anybody.
That's going to get doubled if you're a diamond member.
That is
What?
insane. I mean, the price is insane.
That I'm not.
And then you've got the double reward
What?
points on top of that. Because you've not seen the price yet of the diamond price of this.
This is ridiculous.
I know.
Let me carry on because I'm getting too
I know,
excited. Exclusive offers. We have special offers on some of our best selling products that we have. And we're going to spin the wheel every day. And guess what? Spinning the wheel every day is giving you 9 chances to win more reward points. This shouldn't be a birthday. This should be a reward points party week. It's incredible. Before we get to that, though, we've got to win it weekly, of course. It's a mega win it weekly. Look at this. You are going to win our Miri Megabyte Gold, Silver and Rainbow. You are going to get 40 sheets of each colour in here. This is 220 micron Miri. It is branded Miri because we get it from the suppliers that sell the highest quality Miri card. It is absolutely fantastic for really adding that extra touch to your card making. This is such a good deal and an essential for anyone as well. Not only is it incredible, we're giving the chance of 3 people to win it this week. All you have to do is answer this question. Where did the world's largest water balloon fight ever take place? Where did the world's largest water balloon fight take place? Was it A, Kentucky, USA, B, Sydney, Australia, or C, Rio de Janeiro in Brazil? Don't know, but we could probably top that.
I was just thinking, I don't know, but I need to be there.
If we should have...
Craig has never had a water balloon fight.
Craig's not had a water balloon fight.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting a bit too cold now for water balloon fights. Like, we need to find a good sunny day in September.
Car park.
Clear the car park. Bring spare clothes.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
A lunchtime water balloon fight. Sounds epic.
It does.
Like, share and comment for your chance to win, and we will announce the winners on Friday's show. Absolutely incredible deal. We are giving away something else this week because, you know, we're just the gift that keeps on giving. With every single order, while stocks last, we are giving away our birthday wishes sentiment sheets. Now, this is something that has been requested by lots of people when we've launched products out to you. So this sheet is going to give you a range of different designs, different colours, different typography as well, but they are all for birthdays. They're all on these round circle sentiment sheets. You're actually going to get 3 of the sheets as well. So you will get like doubles up and mixes and matches of all of these as well. So 72 individual sentiments all together coming to you absolutely free until stocks last with your orders this week. So that is something extra special as well that we're giving you. But are you ready? Because I think we can't wait any longer. And I am actually excited to see these prices because I know how mental the prices are. We saw the price. If you've already seen these launch with Anne-Marie on Monday, we know how incredible this launch is. However, the price, as Stacey's just said, for you Diamond members is going to be incredible. This is our brand new Prism alcohol markers. There are 168 pens in here.
Yeah.
It comes in this box. This isn't just for fancy. This isn't just for show.
No, you get
this
this
is how
box.
you're getting your alcohol markers home. Let me tip this up for you as well because there is a really nice foam sheet in the bottom. So you can, I did sometimes actually have them lay this way when I was like colouring for the book at home. It's absolutely incredible. There's such a vast variety of shades, and you know me, I love alcohol markers. I loved our alcohol markers that we already got, and for the first couple of weeks I was a little bit sad that you were replacing them. I was a little bit like,
But then you use these, didn't
why
you?
are we replacing something that's so good? However, the range of colours we've got in here
the range of
is
colour.
second to none.
But also, I mean, we'll go into
The
detail,
nibs
but
as well.
the bullet nib
Oh
is
my
such
God,
a
it's
fine point.
It's
so
finer. It's not got like, it's firmer. It hasn't gone
firmer.
fluffy. And we've
Yeah.
done a lot of colouring with these.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot of colouring. They're absolutely incredible. In this box, you are going to get 72 exclusive pens. You will not be able to buy those colours in any other way. So unlike last time where we had a bundle but you could buy all the colours, you could only get all the colours if you buy this incredible box. The box on its own, which is the deluxe collection, is £139.99. Diamond Club members, you can get that for £125.99.
Don't buy
that. Don't put that in your basket. Because this is, and I will say it, sorry Anne, this is the best handbook you will ever receive in your life. And I do say that quite biasly. The 2 people that did it are in this room. However, it is so detailed. This book will make any person watching this show be able to colour in these images just as we have done them, and Stacey is going to go through all of that with you. This is a massive handbook. There are 67 pages in total. It's going to go through everything with you, but Stacey's going to, we're going to go over to Stacey because she's got the close-up. Come on, Stacey, you'll be able to see it. Let me flick through it though, because it is super fun, and you can just see what we mean by the detail and the sort of information and step-by-step instructions you're getting here to be able to colour in all of these different types of textures. We've got fabrics in here, we've got fur in here, skin types, hair colours. We've got things like shiny things like glass and ice and balloons, like foiled balloons, so you can get that dimension within your colouring. It is absolutely incredible. The book should be $9.99 on its own. So we are giving you this bundle, which includes all of your pens and your book. You are getting this for £99.98. That saves you £50 if you are a regular customer. If you are a club member, that's £94.98, and you're going to get 300 bonus points.
Just for signing up for
Just
free.
just for putting an email in.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
cost
it.
you a thing. You don't have to pay anything. Now, if you're a diamond member, this is where being a diamond member really pays off, because not only are you getting this incredible bundle for £89.98, your reward points are doubled. You are going to get 600 reward points along with this absolutely incredible box of pens and your awesome handbook as well. That is quite possibly the best deal
It's amazing.
we've
Because
ever done.
Even if you don't want the book, just buy the bundle and give the book to somebody else.
Yeah. And
Don't be buying those pens on their own.
And the book will also work with other pens that you will have as well. It's not necessarily specifically true to these pens. It is in a way, because obviously if you've got your pens, you can use the exact colours, you can get the exact results that we've done and the way that they blend together. However, if you are someone who has alcohol markers already and you're thinking, I've got alcohol markers, but I really don't know how to use them because I've never had the techniques, the skill written down in a book as well as this, then you can sort of like follow this guide. You can match up the colours with as closely to colours that you will already have, and you can teach yourself these incredible results as well. If you're getting this bundle today as well, there's also something really, really cool that we want to share with you. We have put together, Stacey, we are the same person, so it's basically me anyway.
We come as one.
We are one. So you are going to get access to our free downloads. If you go to the free download section on the website, it's all there in one post for you together. You are going to get your swatch sheet, which is going to give you all of the different colours here so you can pop them down. We would suggest you do this because the colours on the caps are different from what the colours look like laid down, and they dry differently as well, which is really important for really getting to know your pens and how they're going to work together. You're then going to get these fantastic swatch sheets that are featured in the handbook, so you'll see you've got all of your faces and your hairs, so you can practice the hairs and the skin tones that you have inside your handbook. We're going to give you a blending sheet so you can practice your different blends. This is perfect for practicing your ombres of colours, which you will find in your handbook, but also trialling out your own colours, seeing which colours blend together and mix together as well. Then we've got some of these, this sheet, which is jam-packed filled with lots of different icons. These again are all featured in the handbook, and you have full step-by-steps for how you colour them in. So print yourself a couple of these off. Don't print them on your copy of paper though. I've got something coming up in the second part of the show that we need you to be buying and printing these out on, because it's going to give you the best results with these pens as well. Then we've also got shadow techniques. So this is a fantastic sheet, actually one of my favourites to do in the magazine, in the handbook, because it allowed you to see how colours work and how you can get that different dimension in your colouring as well. So we have that in both letter form and we have it in the faces form. This is really handy too, because as you can see, you'll see where the colour should sit, and that's where you want to put those darker images on. And then you've also got this swatch card that you can use for skin tones, or also you could use for just like blending colours as well if you wanted to, whichever you want to do. There's also lots of different images that we have taken from previous digital downloads, and we've used those in our handbook as well. You've got access to those. They are also on the same page. Hopefully, Jen, if you're watching, she'll have popped those links in for you so you can get access to all of these different free downloads. Get them saved to your computer so that when everything arrives, you are ready to go. Right, Stacey, are you ready?
I am very ready.
I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this.
Okay, so let's go through the handbook first, because there is so much in this. We've tried to put as much as possible into this handbook, and you can just see on the first page, this is what your colour sheet is going to look like when you've filled it in. And it is so therapeutic just to sit there one evening and just swatch all your colours. It is so good. And then you've got a really basic sort of introduction. Mostly in this introduction, it's telling you how this book is for card making. So we see lots of different books out there that have like big sort of like workbooks, that big sort of swatches, and if you think about it, that's not going to be useful for card making because you're never really going to do anything that big.
No, and a lot of our stamps always have quite small imagery in
Yeah.
them. So you're not going to need anything that is kind of like teaching you how to colour in such vast sort of spaces.
Yeah. So it's basically just explaining that, but it is also saying that a lot of the techniques in here can be applied to like your colouring books, your colouring postcards, lots of different mediums and things like that. Then we go into understanding Prism alcohol markers. So if you have never used, or even if you have, but you're just not entirely sure about what they are, it just goes through the sort of the fact that they're alcohol based and what that means. It goes through the very basics of the pen. So on the pen itself, you have two ends. You have the chisel nib, which is this end, and then you have, oh, do you want me to do it on this one?
Very exciting.
I know, we will get there. Let me bring it right down. There you go. So you have the chisel, but then you also have, on this end, you have this grey band. Now this is really, really good. This is something
I love this.
that I really like.
I hate that. When you used to get your old pens out and you used to just
Always
take the top off,
the wrong one out.
you'd never know which nib was which.
So this is really, really good to have. So which means that you know where the bullet nib is. If I just bring this down here, you can see how fine of a point that comes to, which is really, really good. Because if you, depending on how you hold it, can we go to the other shot? Yeah. So let me bring in just a piece. So it all goes through this in the handbook. But basically, if you were to hold it here and then go sideways, you get quite a thick. Whereas if you go upwards, directly upwards, you get a much thinner line. So there's lots of different ways that you can achieve different strokes, basically. It does also mention that all the coloured caps have the name and the number of each pen. That's for reference, and we will use those throughout the book, but also in our magazines and things like that. And then the other thing to mention, if you don't want the big set, we have got the smaller set. So if you just want certain, like you know that you're always going to do skin tones, for example, you can buy some of the sort of neutral colours,
Yeah.
or the blues if you do a lot of blues. So it goes into all of that. We've just gone into how to hold the markers. Basically, it just says, I mean, we'll go through a little bit of the technique side of it as well. How to store your markers. Now, this is really important. Because they are double-ended, if you were to store them upright, the ink will all pool down to the bottom of one end. So if you are storing them in the box as it comes, like flat, like it's shown here, then you will need to keep turning your pen over as you colour. But if you are storing them for kind of a long period of time, we do suggest, whether you store them, if I go to this shot, the big one, is that all right? Lisa, can we go to the, no, you're all right. So either store them like this, like sideways, or like this.
Yeah.
This is magnetic, so it's not going to come out. Your pens, I've got extra pens in here, so that's why it's like this. But they're not going to come out because they're in that foam mat, so don't worry about that. But that is how you store them.
Hopefully that answers Rose's question as well. I was literally just writing down questions that people were asking, so we could do a Q&A section.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rose has said, what's the best way to store these pens? I want to keep them for my husband to give me for Christmas. Should they be stored flat? So yeah, store them kind of like upright or on their side.
Yeah. So we go through that and why you should do it. One of the most important things with alcohol markers, they are quick drying because of that alcohol. So you do need to colour in small sections, and it goes through a little bit about that. What cardstock you need now. Obviously Nat did mention that something is coming up later in the show, but we really recommend our Colour Me, and it's different because it is super smooth. So if you were to get a piece of Colour Me and then a piece of Ink Me,
there is an obvious difference, isn't there?
Yeah, so they're slightly different shade for one. So the Colour Me is pure, like crystal white.
Yeah.
Whereas the Ink Me is kind of a very slight off-white. And then if you feel it once you get them home, this is super smooth, whereas this has an ever so slight texture. It just means that the smooth surface is going to make blendability better. It just goes on and it doesn't bleed as much either. So we talk about bleed in here. Bleeding through to the back is totally normal. A lot of people probably start off and they're like, oh, it's bleeding through. I must be using too much ink, or I must be putting too much down. It's absolutely normal. It's just because of the sort of properties of alcohol markers. What ink pad you need to use when stamping, because we all know that can be really tricky to work out.
Yeah.
Just remember, opposites attract. Then we go through what surfaces, which we will do again today. And then just, are they safe? We get questions like that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, are they safe? They are non-toxic, but because they are alcohol-based, they do give off quite a strong, not strong, but a smell. You will be able to smell it. So we do just say use it in a well-ventilated area and ideally keep away from children. And then we look into depth of colour. So the colour versus the caps. As Natalie said, do your swatch sheet because it always comes out differently, it dries differently. Using your Colorless blender, which we can go through again today. Just looking at 4 different layers of ink. So all of these are different tones using all the same pen. It's just that this is 1 layer of ink, then the 2, 3, and then 4 layers of ink, and you can see the gradual. So you can just be layering the colour to create different tones, but it's also good to remember that if you're blending, you're going to be using different layers of colour. So if you pick this colour, it's not going to end up like this. If you're blending multiple layers, it's going to actually end up like this. So it's just things to think about. And then we do recommend the Magic of Colour Crafting Handbook, just because of how useful it is with colour. You're just going to be able to get lots and lots of valuable information for that. It goes through your strokes and textures. So as I mentioned very briefly, these are all the strokes that you can get just using the bullet nib. And then these are all the strokes that you can get using the chisel nib. Now you wouldn't necessarily think that. You'd think that, oh, well, I can only do this thick one. But actually, just by twisting it and doing different sort of pressures, different angles, you can get so many different sort of widths using both ends. The swish effect, so just sort of releasing that pressure, then this is really good for your furs, your hairs, getting sort of flow within water. Using your stipplings, so basically just using dots. Again, really good for sort of nature kind of stuff, just adding texture to bricks and things like that. We go through crosshatch and hatching, which is really good for textures again. And then just really, really basic, like thinking about how if you put a base colour down, wait for it to dry because you're going to get a finer dot or a finer line.
Yep.
It's not going to bleed as much. So just thinking about things like that. Then we start looking at larger areas of colour. So we look at different ways that you can lay the colour down and what way is going to give you the best sort of coverage without streaks. So we even look at the Colorless blender base, which I would highly recommend. I didn't do it until I started looking at alcohol markers in depth. It's just not something I never thought about, whereas this is brilliant. The direction of colouring, so don't just go across, follow the line of the petal using the artwork as a guide, going through the bleeding like we mentioned earlier. Then we look at sort of choosing colours, so we choose a base colour and then we choose 3 different colours and show you how that looks and how there's no right or wrong way of doing it really. It's just whatever look you prefer. Then getting those really nice blends, so we go through using which colours we used, how we did it, the vertical blending, using that colourless base again and going into a little bit more depth than that. Mixing new colours, because this is really, really sort of vital when it comes to laying down colours. So it shows you, if you were to lay down the blue first and then the pink or the red, that you get this sort of middle colour here, Whereas if you do the same thing but do the red first then the blue, you actually get a totally different colour. So this is really interesting because you need to then think about how you're going to lay down colour.
It's like colour theory, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how they sort of like blend together.
Yeah, so it just goes through the basics of that. Some really nice gradients that Nat did, and these are all matching the colour wheel that from the other handbook that we mentioned.
Yeah.
Then a whole section on using the colourless blender, because a lot of people, me included when I started out using alcohol markers, I thought, oh, colourless blender means I can blend 2 colours together using this pen.
Yeah.
It's really not.
It's like
It's like the opposite.
the opposite,
Yeah.
isn't it? It does not say what it does on
No,
the tin.
it doesn't. So it basically goes through what this pen is and how you use it, and we will go through techniques with that. How to add highlights. So using your colourless blender, your white pencil, your white gel pen, and your paint markers or your acrylic markers. And then obviously that is a lot of information. So if you want a bit like a cheat sheet, so to have out, and you're just going through, or you just want to refresh yourself, you know, you've come back, you've read it all, but you just need to go through, okay, well, what do I need to remember? You can just go through this and remember each, sort of the important bits. And then we go through sort of the technical bits, I would call it. But when I say technical, they're really not.
It's really easy.
It's really easy.
Really
because you
easy.
can download this sheet, which you can see is just an uncoloured version of this. So you can just follow this as a guide and start learning how to do your light and shadows. It gets down to the basics in a really, really simple and easy to learn way. Then you've got how to colour different types of surfaces. So if you've got a rounded section, it's going to teach you how to do this. How to it just goes into depth. So just go through and learn all these little bits, and you're going to get the most out of your colouring. And then this sheet is the one that Natalie mentioned. I don't think I've got it, but
I've got it.
it's the download is the uncoloured version, so you can just follow this and use your own skin tone colours or your different hair colours. Thank you. So you can see this is just a bigger version of it, so you can do your own colour ways. Just practice with those shadows. And then we have using some shadows, so the light coming in from this side, and how it looks on different objects as well, because it's all very well us doing it on faces and squares and stuff, but how does it actually look?
Faces, do we?
How does it look on different objects? And these are mostly all images from those downloads as well.
Yeah.
If you, like this will be a cute and cuddly stamp. This is from the tropical cute and cuddly stamp.
The elephant's from a stamp that's not even launched yet.
I know, sneak peek there.
Sneaky surprise there.
This is another stamp coming up later in the year. So we've got some old and some new stamps as well as your freebies as well. Skin tones, so these are all the skin tones that you could see in that free download again. So you've got your blank version to do your own, but all the colours that we've used, and then we start getting into the fun bit, the coloured bit.
Yeah.
So it gives you all the colours, and then it gives you the step-by-steps of how to do it. And then you get so many different colour tones with this. So you've got all the different colour.
And I think this is something that we didn't have in the last book either. We didn't have that much of a range of skin tone colours that you could be really true to sort of like people's ethnicities and things like that.
But also the step-by-step of it.
Yes.
We
really
might have shown the final effect, but actually having it step by step is actually really important, because how you lay that colour down is going to be really different as well. So these are all your hair, and this book, I have to stress, it's not so then you can come and you can colour that one image. It is for you to take these techniques and use it on any image that you have, any image,
you could
whether
change the colours that you're using as well to be different types of hair colours. So it's just to teach you the different styles of hair and how you can create the different dimensions in the tones and the strokes that you're using with your pens.
So you can use any images that you've got, whether it's stamps, colouring books, like I said, printed postcards, that sort of thing. Another sneak peek of a stamp coming up later on in the year. But he's just adorable with his short hair and long hair, so showing you how to mix those. You've got your furs as well, so some steps are slightly longer, just to, obviously we've got the lighter versions, so on his chest. Then we've got the orange, so if you've got 2 different colours, how to create those feathers. Then we've got this adorable sloth which uses the Colorless blender. How to add patterns into your animals as well. So if you've just got a flat sort of image and you want to add personalisation, add those spots or stripes or whatever you need to do, you can follow these really, really simple step-by-steps. Reflective surfaces, we all have those stamps that have got balloons or windows or, you know, the
Glass,
champagne bottle.
champagne
flutes. So many things. So that's going to go through there. Then wheelbarrows, this is a stamp set in the Cute and Cuddly sort of spring, I think it was,
yes,
with the pigs or something. The gemstones, the ice.
The ice is my favourite.
The ice is very cool. And then those nature. So this is a much bigger section than the other ones because these are the things that we mostly colour when it comes to card making.
Yeah.
Things like flowers, foliage, things like that. So you've got full scenes. So if you've got a full scene stamp and you, obviously this is a very basic version, but apply these to your scene stamps. And then you've got water, you've got clouds, you know, you've got texture in there. How to add texture into like individual, like tiny little water areas. This is a stamp from Cute and Cuddly with the hedgehogs. You know, your different leaves, where it doesn't have to be green either.
No.
Then going through sort of your larger areas, so your bushes, your trees, and then how many stamps do we have that have grass on?
Yeah.
But
so
you want a
many.
realistic grass, you can then apply this to it. Colouring soil, so if you have that, and then we go into the flowers, which obviously we colour all the time. So this goes into sort of really, really step by step because we have all these, and it really goes through how to do that. How to blend with totally different colours. So you've got that yellow base, blend into that really nice sort of red. You've got all the step by steps of how to colour a full image because we never just have just a flower or just a leaf. So how to colour the full image. Then we're going to textures, so that rust texture, using the shine underneath it. Sort of cupcakes that we have in our stamps and things like that. Pathways, sand, wood.
Sand.
We have wood all the time. The bricks, so 2 different types of bricks. We've got like the traditional bricks, which you can change the colours and tweak them. Or we have that stone where you can add the moss in as well. Fabric textures, so you've got like the woolly one, you've got the sequin effect, and then you've got that sort of denim, worn look. And then skies, we have skies all the time.
Yeah, so many like scene stamps that we bring out that have these sort of elements to it.
So all of this is just using a circle. So you could just draw a circle using a fine liner and then create skies yourself now, using this handbook, using your night sky, your lightning, which is not something that you tend to see in a book either. Your sunsets and how to create the reflections. And then sort of like a magical, you know, like unicorns and things like that. Totally different look. And then one of the things I think is one of the most useful sections is colouring white objects.
Yeah, I think this is.
So I think it's really, really difficult, and you won't be able to see as well on the camera. But these are really sort of quite faint
looks. If we change to the super zoom.
Yeah, do you want to go? If I go there, let me move that way. Yeah, it's still really faint, but it's much better in person. But you've got like a yellowy one, and then you've got like a grey one, and then if I just move up, you've got 2 different snowmen ones as well. So it just goes into depth about how you can create those really, really hard to sort of do.
Yeah, those things that you
images,
think, how am I going to do that? Because it doesn't really have a colour, but you still, when you're looking and colouring and trying to create depth, you're wanting to add colour. So how do you do that?
So that is the handbook. I know that we've gone very in depth with that, but I do feel like it's really important for you to see what's in there as well. So
Yeah,
it's not like a
there's,
normal handbook with cards and things like that. This handbook is going to help you with all different types of colouring, and just help in general, like whether you're using these pens, your own pens, pencils even.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a really, really valuable resource.
Lots of people saying thank you for this book. Vicky says, thank you for this book. I've tried to follow tutorials online, but I think having it in a book form will be so much easier to follow. And Caroline says, yes, I'm so glad for the book, as my colouring is rubbish. This is definitely a book that, like I said, if you follow those step by steps, you use those colours, your colouring will look exactly like that. So we do have a few questions. Colleen says, are the old colours duplicated in these new pens?
No, so these are brand new colours. So you might have slight shades of colour from the old ones, but these are brand new colours because as we want new colours so you can sort of build your colour library as well. Somebody did ask if we can use the old colours with the new colours, so we can test that right now if you want, but I'm pretty sure. I just didn't want to say yes and then there'd be some sort of strange thing that happens, but let's say we get 2 browns and then let's go with this one. So this is our old one. And then let's say we want to add colour on top of this. So it's blending in really, really nicely. You can see that it's sort of bleeding out because it is wet. Oh, I've got my box in the way.
Super Zoom.
We're using a new Super Zoom today.
I'm excited about this. I did annoy everyone yesterday until it got put in.
I know, you did.
But it's definitely helpful for today's show, especially when Stacey's going to be showing you all of these techniques.
So we're just going to bring that other colour in again. You can see them blending before I've even added colour over the top of it. But
so this is really good because if you've got any colours that you really love from our old ink, our old alcohol marker pens, you'll be able to like use them together.
Yeah.
So it's not sort of like those pens are completely redundant.
No.
And you're not going to be able to use them anymore.
Really nicely together. So
yes, is true.
Once the old ones have gone, they are gone. But you can see that the old ones, they have this really nice. You can't see because I was off the page. They have the same sort of bullet nib, but it's much more flexible. So if you press down,
it's really bendy.
So you don't.
And also when you use the same colour a lot of times, it's happened with a few of mine, it gets super fluffy. So like my red, that bullet tip isn't there anymore. It's like the firmness of the nib is completely different.
So if I use the same technique, that is the thinnest that I can go with the old pens. Whereas if I bring in one of the new ones and go this exact same stroke, look how thin we can go with the new ones. But equally, let's go back to the old one again. If I then do this, so that's kind of like the thickest we can go. Whereas so it doesn't go as thick, but you don't really want it to because you've got that chisel nip on the other end. But you can see just how easy it is to get loads of different strokes. So this one up here, that you can achieve that same stroke with your chisel nip just by angling the pen slightly differently. But that is a game changer for me because
it's so thin, isn't it?
Yeah. So to have that extra thin,
especially if you're getting in all of the tinier parts of stamps as well, like you say. A lot of the stamps that we do are A6 size, so they're not massive images, or we've got like full scenes, so you want to be able to get into those really tiny grooves, and having that sort of even thinner bullet nib on our new pens is a game changer.
It is, and just using, it's so good. I can't tell you how good it is to have that.
It is so good.
Any other questions?
Debbie asked, what's the difference in the pens? We've kind of gone over that with what you've just said then. It's definitely the firmness of the nibs, I would say. The
Yeah.
fact that you can use them in lots of other different ways and you can get that sort of different type. And also the fact that your bullet nib, you have that grey band around it as well. So you'll
Yeah.
always know that that is the bullet side of your pens. They're still sort of very ergonomic. You've got that sort of triangular shaped
Yeah, so
barrel to them.
Bring these in here. Let me get another colour so you can see it. Can we go on the other? Which one do you want to do?
Super zoom.
Super zoom. Yeah. Oh, it's no, it doesn't like that. But you can just about see. If I do it, let's move this here. They are practically the same shape. It's just that this has like rounded ends, like rounded corners.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, they have a little bit more sort of a flatter corner.
Yeah.
But I find that this is more comfortable because you don't have the flatter. I don't know, they just feel nicer, and I can get a better range of movement with these because you haven't got those flat corners.
Heather's asked, will they dry up over time? And
unfortunately, alcohol markers do. I'm not even going to lie. They do because they're alcohol. However, look after them. Make sure that you put your cap on.
yes.
And it fully clicks. So it has to click. Make sure you store them like on its side, as we said, so then those pens are on the horizontal.
Yeah.
Keep them away from any extreme temperatures, so away from radiators and things like that, out of direct sunlight. Just in sort of a normal room temperature area, so don't put it in the garage or anything like that.
No. You want it like how you'd store like food in a way, a cool dry place.
Yeah, cool dry place, out of sunlight. But if you look after them, they are going to last a very long time.
And obviously it's down to how much colouring you do.
Yeah.
If you're using them every single day, you are going to find that certain colours are going to sort of come to the end of their life earlier than other ones too. There was a message about dispatch time, so if you order them today, when will they come? Currently we're working to 5 to 7 days for dispatch. We've had so many incredible offers recently that we are just really trying to work through them, but the team are doing loads of extra hours. They are here earlier. They are staying later. They've been here on Saturdays as well, trying to get things out to you. I know that Dan and Magda were having a conversation about this yesterday, so we are working to speed that process up to you.
We'll put it this way. Oh, go on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true. This is a big investment, we know that. But if your orders are over £100, that does guarantee you for automatic next day delivery.
Yeah,
so
put something
if
else
you
in
are
there.
wanting them sooner, and we do have things coming up that will take you over that price point.
Oh, yeah.
So don't worry about that one. And then I just wanted to clear up the reward points thing. So your bonus reward points that you get on your orders it's 300 bonus reward points you're going to get for buying this bundle. However, your standard reward points will get doubled up. So if you're a diamond member, you get 656 reward points for buying that deluxe bundle. If you're a regular member, it's 488. So not the whole thing isn't doubled up. It's just the extra. You're going to get bonus points, and then you're going to get your reward points on the amount of money that you spend as well. So that's how it will work out. So apologies if I've confused everyone with that one, but that is how your bonus points will work out. There's so much love for this. Absolutely loads of people saying how incredible these are. Penny said, Stacey, you've really thought of everything in this book. Thank you for sharing all the ideas in one place. It's such a good job. There was a comment about does it fit in the trolley? It doesn't fit in the trolley. It's slightly too big to go lengthways in the trolley. I've got one here by the side of me. But if you are storing them upright so that they are not going to, the ink is going to sort of sit float, they will fit in the trolley upright with other things sort of like around them.
Sorry, I would also just put them across.
Oh yeah, you can put them across the top.
Yeah, just put them across the top.
You can put them across the top in any way. You can go sort of like sideways, you could go like the lengthways.
Personally, I wouldn't store them in my trolley. That's just a personal thing. I would put them like on a bookshelf or something.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah.
Just to protect them. and then just get them out. So I would just put them on my trolley.
On top of
to
the trolley.
use. Yeah.
Sort of like sideways on works best for that one. Was there anything else before we move on?
I'm loving the questions.
Crafty Calamity says, although I've never done colouring like this before, hopefully this handbook will give me the confidence to try. Honestly, this is a revolution. This is a Hunkydory colouring revolution. We are going to make colourists out of every one of you, because the techniques and the tips in this book will make you just in awe of what you've just done. Like, there were so many things I was colouring in, and Dan would get home from work and I'd still be sat colouring in. I'd been colouring in for like 2, 3, 4 hours after work, and I'd get home and I'd be like, look what I've just done.
I did a few things. I was like,
because
look at this, look how good it looks.
There were techniques in here that I wasn't necessarily confident in. I hadn't necessarily mastered really, but taking the time, working through it, and being able to then transfer what I'd learned onto the pages so that it was easy for everyone to be able to do. It's really cool. And Amy was doing some practicing tomorrow because she's at Hobby Maker today and she has a show with our alcohol markers, and she was like, does this look okay? I was like, Amy, it looks exactly like it looks in the book. Like, it's really good. She was like, okay, that's good, because I'm just worried that it looks a little bit different. But it's honestly, everyone is going to be able to achieve the results in here.
And also, if you go onto my Stacey Hunkydory page,
yes,
I've started putting up little colouring videos. So I'll just do one, probably one every day or one every other day, of just an image from the handbook, and if everyone is enjoying them and it's useful, then I'll carry on doing that. So just let me know if that's useful to you.
And if there's anything that you want to see, or maybe you think is missing from those handbooks as well, you know, we've always got Technique Tuesday shows coming up, so we could always work on different techniques that we haven't featured. I mean, I think we've really tried to cram as many things in there.
There's loads in there.
But we're always happy to help and sort of like help you on your journey with these pens as well. Right, next part of the show, because we do have other options for you. Now, we know that the full deluxe collection is a massive investment. I did find it funny. There was a comment that said, I'm really confused. The pens are £125 on their own, but with the book you're getting it for even cheaper.
Yeah.
And then she just put, thank you, Dan.
Buy it with the book, and if you don't want the book, just give it away to someone, because it's still cheaper.
It is still cheaper. Now, like Stacey said, there's often things that we colour a lot of. Maybe it is something that you do is colouring in skin tones, or maybe it's trees and flowers, and you're just wanting the colours that you will use more often than not, instead of getting yourself the big bundle. That we do have options for you. We have our 12 pen colour packs. Now, there's 8 different ones to choose from. I'm going to show you them like this. They are going to come in these fantastic clear plastic boxes, and you get 12 of the different colour tones in here. This one is our browns, and this is going to give you a really nice selection of those different tones and colours. Now, we have swatched every single colour and put these. It took a really long time to do this, didn't it? You and Henri were doing it for ages, putting these colours together to make sure that we're giving you the best variety, the colours and tones that work together as well, really, really nicely. So you've got your browns, you have got blues. All of these are $9.99 each, so $9.99 is going to give you 12 of these pens.
I'd just like to stress as well,
we've got greens.
Double the amount of pens that you used to get.
Yes, it is.
For the same price. So we used to do 6 pens.
Yeah, in our old
our old colours for $9.99. We're now giving you 12.
12 pens.
Yeah,
for
the same price.
Same price.
Not only more colours, but better value for you.
These are our red selections. So if reds is something that you like to do with like colouring poppies maybe, or you like to do very autumnal cards, that one's going to be really nice. We have our dark selection. So just like previously we had a dark selection, but we only had 6 of those colours. This one is giving you 12 of those different ones. Pastels too.
This and the pastels is one that I actually requested that we have. Because when I first started colouring with alcohol markers, the first set I ever bought was a pastel set.
Yes, I think it's everyone's, isn't it? Like, because these are like the essential ones that you get, you test them out, you see how.
I just wanted to see how
the
it
colours
was
work for you, and how alcohol markers work really
Yeah.
before you make those big investments. So, oh, look at this as well. A 3 for the price of 2. So for £19.98, you are going to get the chance to grab yourself 3 of these. So they are £9.99 each. We've got that incredible deal of any 3 for 2 as well. We've also got our greys, which is really essential if you're, even if you use these with your darks or your pastels to be able to create shadows too, you'd be able to do that. And then we've got your pinks. So again, for all of those floral lovers, you are going to be able to get them. So if you buy all of these, you're going to get 12 pens in a set. There's 8 sets. So what is that, Stacey?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8? Yeah. 70. You're gonna get 72 pens in here. Is that right? Do some maths.
Right. What is it?
I think that's right. That's how you do. Oh no, that's how you do your 11. Is that your 11 times tables?
What are we
Missed
doing?
one out. 12 times 8, please.
96.
96
No,
pens.
but it's only times 6 because you're getting 3 for 2. So
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just thinking
Oh,
how many pens you're going to get in total. So 96 pens buying them this way, and that is going to cost you. We'll work that out. We'll work out how much that's going to cost.
But if you want all of them, get them all and then just add another one into your basket.
Like 59, 96 or something like that.
So it's going to be £59 to grab these with your any 3 for 2. However, your big bundle is £99.98. If you're a diamond member, it's less than £90. So and you're getting the book.
I know.
It's silly maths. It's silly maths. And you're getting those extra reward points as well. So 300 reward points just for buying the bundle. And then you're also going to get your double reward points on top of that too. So that is your pen selections if you want to buy it that way. You know us at Hunkydory, we like to give you options for everyone's price point. So the new sets are available in the 8 different colour tones. The next product, and the product that is a must, this is going to sell out. I have already told Adam to reorder more. He was speaking to the supplier yesterday because we had to restock this 3 times for Hobby Maker. This is our Prism. I know that is a very...
Do you want me to show it?
Because everything else
Yeah,
is small.
you show it.
I can't move here.
Oh.
Thanks.
So
I'll show
far
it, you
away
can talk.
now.
There you go.
This is our Prism Colour Me A4 card block, and like me and Stacey said, Colour Me, we like to give you the best bases for all of your colouring. You'll see it with our watercolours, you'll see it with our Ink Me, and this is the same for your alcohol markers. Like Stacey said, it is a lighter colour of cardstock. It is a fantastic smooth finish. It's 250 GSM, so it is a little bit lighter. If you are going to colour with your alcohol markers and your stamps in your book, we would recommend having like a scrap piece of card or paper to sit behind it, just because like the techniques show in those handbooks, you are going to have sort of like bleeding through your work.
Especially if you're doing a lot of blending and overlapping colours, always just have a scrap piece of cardstock underneath, or you can put like acetate underneath if you want to. But yeah, always have that second piece. But the good thing about the 250 GSM is that it'll go through most of your home printers.
It will, yes. So you will be able to use this.
So you can just take it out and then put it
and
through
we
your
would
home
recommend using this in your printer to print out your swatch sheets, to print out your practice sheets with all of those images on there as well. So just pop it out, it will fit through your printer. The best printers to use with your alcohol markers are a laser printer.
Yeah.
You'll find them in most offices. So if you like to do illegal printing at work, nothing that we do here, Stacey.
Well, I don't, so I'm looking at you.
Then it will work through office printers. If you just have a regular inkjet printer at home, you will find that your alcohol markers will mess with that ink, and they will bleed as well. So if you are wanting to do the practice sheets, I would recommend doing it on a laser printer.
You can go to things like a library or
libraries
post
will
office
have
and
them.
things like that. They should all have the laser jet. Sorry,
And a lot of
laser.
them do have like things like that where you can print them out
Yeah.
for like so many pence a sheet, don't they?
Yeah.
So that's what we have to share with you. That's £9.99 to get that, £8.99 if you are a Diamond member, and again, it is the best product for you to use with your pens. Featured in some of the handbook is our most recent and loved stamp sets, so we've put them together for you to share them with you on the show today. £9.99 for our A6 stamp sets. They are on a 3 for 2, so if you do want to get these because you've loved the images you've seen coloured in the books and you wanted to be able to make cards with them, then this one is your exotic birds. We've also then got our favourite one, which is the sloths and lemurs. This one is from, what was this one called? Tropical.
Yeah.
We've then got this one which has all of your geckos and like lizards on.
And that frog that's
And the
featured
frog,
in the book as well.
yeah, that one's from the book. The fox that you will see coloured in is from this set here. This is your fantastic foxes. We've then got the sending hedgehogs. You've got the balloon in here that you'd be able to practice your balloon colouring in. You've also got the tree stump for practicing your wood. You'd also be able to use the hedgehog with the mixtures of the different fur techniques as well that you'll see in the book.
And you've got your flowers in there, so it's such a good...
Oh yeah, your flowers too. That is a good one.
You've got your wheelbarrow.
The wheelbarrow in here. You've also got the pig. That one is used in the shadow sheet. So you'd be able to use that.
Water, so you could do water if you don't want to do mud.
Oh yeah, so you can practice that technique.
Water, yeah.
Then we've got some essentials which are really handy. This daffodils one is featured in the handbook.
That one's slightly different.
Oh, is it slightly different?
Yeah, it's like a bouquet.
Oh, it's yes, it's little flowers, isn't it?
I included it because it's got lots of different things in it that you can practice.
Stars, you'll be able to practice sort of like your foiling elements. The same with your horseshoe as well and the balloon. Lots of different uses for that one. This is your thoughts and wishes. So in here you've got the rainbow, so you've got clouds that you can be practicing in. You've also got the dandelion clock, so that's a good one. The feather as well. That's sunshine for if you're making backgrounds. Then we've got this one, which is one I used with a card we made for the Hobby Maker shows. This one has got the birthday banner. You've got the glasses, so you'll be able to practice those glass techniques. There's loads of fun elements. This one's really good for your shiny surfaces. So if you're wanting to create that look of sort of water, but also glass, mixing and matching the technique from the ice cube and then the technique you've got with like the water would be really, really clever for this one. And then of course we have got the butterflies and the flowers that you'd be able to use alongside that. So the flowers, pop them in the jars, use those techniques from the handbook. So loads of different options there for that one. Right, Stacey, we're going to come back to you.
Fab.
What are we going to do next time?
Well, I thought we could just do some colouring.
Let's do it.
Do some colouring. And then the third part of the show, we will show you how to use that colourless blender.
Nice.
I feel like it's really important. Super Zoom. Well, we'll go to Super Zoom, but I'll also bring in, just before we colour, I just thought I'd show you very quickly some different... you can go to Super Zoom, it's okay. So in the handbook, we just mentioned a few materials. So I thought I'd just show you a few. So silver, I would always go with silver mirri over gold, just because it's a nicer base, but that's just preference. But you can add colour onto your mirri. So if you've got the mirri letters and numbers, you can be colouring whichever colour you wish. So now you've got a whole rainbow of colours that it can be, but you can see how nice this goes on. It's just beautiful. So loads of different colours that you can try. Then you've got the parchment. So this goes on really nicely in the parchment. And what this does as well is it gives you that colour, but it gives you like the see-through, so you can be placing this on top of your images, on top of, you can put lights behind this, and it gives you an ever so slight sort of stained glass effect. So the one that I did in the handbook, let me find it, we can stay on Super Zoom, I'll find it and then I'll put it in shot. So on this one, I did high, and then this is actually over one of our like designer card packs. So you can be doing things like that. And then finally, I say finally, but I've got another technique. I don't know whether, oh no, we should be able to find it. So you won't be able to, oh, you can, it's acetate. So it goes on really nicely on acetate.
You know what, I always struggled with the old pens on acetate. I felt like you'd have to go over a few times and it wouldn't
No, I think
sort of
it goes
blend,
on
but
better
it works
with these
better
pens.
with these pens, doesn't it?
So you get a lighter version of the colour, and then obviously that stained glass effect again, which is really, really nice. But look how vibrant some of these colours are on here. And it stays on perfectly. You can be doing really, really fine work with it. So definitely use this with your acetate. That's dried already, this one. This is dry. Leave that to dry a little bit, but again, it's fast drying, so it shouldn't take too long, really. And then, if I try and bring in my gemstones, try and find some, let's see if we've got any silver ones. Of course we haven't.
There's a pack.
Yeah.
Jess has organised them, so there's a box that's just got silvers in.
Hey, I organised them.
Oh, sorry, Lisa organised them.
These ones? Yeah.
Robin has asked, will it be okay on an LED printer?
Oh, I don't know.
I've never used an LED
I
printer
don't think
before,
I've
so
ever used an
I
LED.
wouldn't know at all if they will work. But we can have a look at the at that and
Yeah, we can have a look at the properties of it and see.
yeah, and get back to you.
But also, if you try it and it works or it doesn't work, please let us know as well. Because you'll have much more experience than we will.
Definitely. We've also had a question that noticed Stacey has the box upright. Can you have it like that for a short time whilst colouring?
Yep.
Absolutely. As long as once you're storing your pens, they are on the side, or the box is sort of like upright, so the pens are led on their sides. That's the best way to store them. But whilst you're colouring, you can have the box opened in this way. Just try and be conscious about switching the pens over. You'll easily be able to do that by following that band as well.
So now we can change colour, like silver or the Auroras Borealis gemstones. We can now colour them to match whatever we've done in our cards.
I love that. I've always loved that.
Yeah, perfect. So they're just some really quick techniques, different materials, but let's get to colouring. So Nat, what should we colour on this sheet?
Oh, I don't know because there's so many. I think you should do. Are you going to do a couple?
Yeah, we'll do a couple, yeah.
I think you should do one fur one.
One fur one?
Yeah.
Should we do the bird? Because I've not done the bird on any of my videos
Go
yet.
for it.
And then I've not coloured the bird, Natalie did it. So we'll find the bird in the book and we'll use the exact colours from this. The other good thing about the box is that you can wedge your book underneath.
Oh yeah, that is a good thing.
Yeah, it's really
It's like
good.
a book holder.
A book holder, yeah. So we need B32 and Y06. So you might have to bear with me while I find the colours from the 168 that we've got. B32 and Y06. And it says add strokes. I don't think you'll be able to see it if I try and bring it in. So we'll just focus on this. So we're just going to add strokes, and we're not laying down colour as in like a full without white sort
And I
of thing.
think this is what's really important when it comes to things like fur and especially hair colours, is that you don't want to block colour these images. You want to still add that white element because that's where you're going to have the
you're going to have more texture.
And the texture coming through.
So we've got that, and we're following the artwork as well. So we're following around his face, and obviously you can see the curve of his sort of feathers. So we're following that curve when we're colouring. And then we're going to bring in the Y06, and again follow that colour. And just as sort of a habit, because I used to colour like this for everything, I start like this and then think, oh no, I need to do this. So you'll get used to it. It'll come in time. So B23 is our next one, and YR14. And add small strokes for texture. So we're going to add, you'll have to let me know if I'm in the shot or if I'm not in the shot.
You are.
Right.
I kind of would describe, like, especially with feathers, you kind of want to add those strokes like you are kind of like copying a feather. So do you know those like triangular shapes?
Like this?
Yes.
Like chevrons?
Yes, chevrons.
Yeah, so we'll put chevrons here and then round the face I'm just going to
just kind of add those little strokes in.
Little
we don't want to cover his face.
And then we will go in this one and we'll add some more of those sort of chevrons in. So that is the first one, and then B12 and Y18. I'm doing well with my colours so far. And then again, just add in texture. So we're doing kind of smaller chevrons on top.
Yeah, we don't want to fully cover over those, and maybe focus in the darker shades as well, into where the light would hit it, so you get those natural shadows as well. So as you build up your colour, think about where the light is where you want the light to come from, and where it's going to sort of like hit best.
Actually, I'm just going to add a little bit more to his little top bit. And then we're going in with the other colour, and again we're going to add some more colour under his chin, because you'll get a natural shadow under there. And then just do tiny little strokes kind of down the centre of, I've got like 3 centre lines going. And then we've got B16, I've got B16 and E57, and this is where you're just going to add in, you can just add the little cheeks in there. We can add a little bit more shadow here, sort of.
And this is where that fine liner really comes to play, because in the last set of pens I don't think you'd have been able to do this type of detail.
No.
Because your chisel tip was too, your bullet tip, sorry, was too big.
Yeah.
So you'd have never been able to get this detailed in with a tiny stamp. It's really clever.
So we've got that, and then
lots of love for our super zoom close-up cam.
it's so good, isn't it?
It's especially helpful with the shows like this that we're doing.
Yeah.
So you can really see exactly
Just going to
how
go back
we're creating these techniques.
to one of my other yellows just to blend that in a little bit. But that is how easy it is to create. Let me bring in the book as well. We've just recreated. Now, I've never coloured this bird in before, so I've just followed what the step-by-steps that Natalie's done using the same colours. And you can see it's slightly different because everybody's going to have their own style of doing it. But how textured does he look? He looks so sort of feathery.
He does.
So fluffy.
If you wanted to sort of like create like if you're wanting to maybe like dull down the level of texture that you've got, then you can just go in with like lighter colours and blend some of those colours together, and it will soften that texture as well.
Go in with your base, the very first blue that you did. You could just go in with that and just blend it a little bit. Right, what should we do next?
We've had a request for the brick wall.
I was going to say,
The brick wall.
Yeah, Fiona says the brick.
Okay, let me put these colours away so then I can get them out again if I need them.
We've also got a question from Diane. She says, do they take longer to dry on the mirror parchment and acetate?
No. So if I bring this in, I'm pretty sure this is dry. Absolutely perfect.
Because they are an alcohol marker and the alcohol evaps really quickly.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing, it works perfectly on these types of projects.
Dry already. There's nothing on my finger at all. And again, with this one, perfectly dry. So no time at all for that.
My comments are coming in really slowly on our Facebook feed, so apologies if you've commented and I haven't read it out. It's just not updating as quickly as it is over on the YouTube page.
Do we want the brick wall or the stone wall? Which one does everyone want?
I think the brick wall.
The brick one?
Yeah.
I feel like the brick wall needs to be like browns or reds. The stone wall would be more greys, wouldn't it?
Yeah, should we follow the book and then...
Let's do that.
So, WG 0.5. I know where this is. Is it this one? Yeah.
Lisa, we've had some comments saying that people can't download the swatches.
No, I did reply, so I've just tested it on mine.
E20.
And when I clicked on it, it took me to the PDF file in the browser, and then you can either print or download from that.
Okay, so it will
It has worked.
So if you are looking to download the designs, if you click on the download button, it will open it up in a separate browser. From that separate browser, you then have the option to print it or to download it from there. If you're still having any issues, if you message customer service or Lisa, or
Potentially send it via that.
or message studio@Hunkydory Crafts, we can send over the files to you if you are struggling with downloading them. Lots of people are saying that it sounds like battleships when you're saying the number of colours as well.
Oh, like E37.
Yeah.
So that was my WG 0.5, and we're just colouring like random squares or rectangles, not squares. And you can see that I'm holding my pen quite flat to the page rather than quite upright like I did with the bird, just because I get a wider coverage of colour. So rather than going in with your chisel nib, because it's still quite a small area, you can then just, you know, have a play around with your angles, but you get a wider one than you do if you were to do the other one. And then let's go with...
There's also a very funny comment that Viv says, I want to know if they smell as good as the old ones. If not, I'm out.
See, you're asking the wrong
Don't
person.
recommend smelling them.
No, please don't smell them, but you're asking the wrong person, because my sense of smell is shocking.
I think they smell the same.
Well, I think they smell the same. I didn't think they smelled at all, but then...
You do get that like sort of sanitary alcohol spray smell.
They're not overpowering.
No, it's not too much. It's not like your construction glue.
Oh, nowhere near, because even I can smell that. Okay, so we've got our base colours down. Then we need WG2, which is your warm grey to warm. Natalie's got a different order to mine, but I've not brought mine in.
Oh, have you got mine?
I've got yours, yeah.
Oh.
So I know exactly where my warm
Well, I know
grey...
exactly where they are. What colour are you looking for?
No, I'll find it. It's there.
Warm grey 4.
Warm grey 2.
Warm grey
there.
2. I think it's in the third row.
And then E17.
E17 is around your yellows.
And E29. I know where all those... It was just the warm greys are in a different order.
Well, I struggled with the warm greys.
So, with this one, so you're going to match each colour up with the previous colour, if that makes sense. So
yeah.
You might want to do a little swatch on the side, but I know that this is going to match up with the other grey that we did. And for this, you kind of want to do a very loose sort of arch shape.
You're just adding in texture kind of with these other colours, aren't you? Making it more like realistic and three-dimensional.
Yeah, and you're adding in those shadows that we've obviously talked about a lot.
Shadows is really important when it comes to alcohol markers. And I think that's where people kind of get scared sometimes with like the layering of the colours and adding the different colours down. But I think it's just go for it. Especially with these practice sheets. You can print these out as many times as you want to and they're going to work absolutely perfectly. As we have, I think, already ordered the new stock of the Colour Me pens, Colour Me cardstock, so we will try and make sure that that doesn't go off.
So again, using that same sort of arch technique that we did with the other colours.
Look at this. is really coming to life now.
So you can see that 3D effect already. But then if we get the E49, which is a very, very dark colour, it's like a really dark brown. So we'll place it here first. It's not black, I just like to stress it, but it's a dark brown. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that really, really fine nib that we can get. And we're going to go round those black lines and then round the bricks
Oh, those
off.
little corner bits.
Yeah.
Nice.
It just adds a little bit more depth to the bricks as well, like they're sort of set in.
Gives that like mortar effect as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you don't have to do this. You can stop at any point. So you can just do 1 step, 2 steps. You can do all of the steps. It's totally up to you. But this is what obviously me and Natalie have coloured and we would recommend doing for the maximum effect.
It looks so good. It literally looks like a picture that you've taken of a wall and just snapshotted it in.
It looks cool, doesn't it?
It's so good. I love the vibrancy you get with alcohol markers and that sort of like professional colouring feel. And I just think every colouring medium that we have now does have a place. Like there's not...
Yep.
Alcohol markers have always been my favourite. They will always be my favourite, but every one serves a different purpose. So it really does depend on the effect that you're wanting to create. I love this though.
And then you just want another 3 colours. So I've got WG4, E20 when I find it, unless I've already got it. Yeah, I've already got that one. E20 and E49 again, which is the one that we've just used. And then for this one, match up the colours again with the previous one. So this one is going to be the lighter colour, and you just add in some small dots to those corners that have the darker.
Oh, this is clever.
And it's just going to add a little bit of texture. So we've got that colour. Then, again, you don't have to do this bit. You can just skip this if you want to. But I think it just adds a little bit more depth to it. And then the final colour, which is that one that we've just used for the corners, we're using for the dark bricks.
Love it.
Just add a few more there. And then if I bring in the book, we can show you the comparison. So you can see this is the one that we've just coloured following the step-by-steps, and then this is the one that was coloured for the step-by-steps. And how close is that?
It's very, very close,
just
isn't it?
replicating it very quickly.
It looks so good. And it
So-
didn't take long at all.
No, it
At
doesn't.
all.
That's the thing. It doesn't take as long as you think it does.
We do have a message as well. Catherine
Yeah.
said, could I request a pad or something in the future for swatch sheets and practice sheets, as I don't have a computer or a printer at home?
We can definitely look at that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely something that we
definitely.
would we think would work really nicely for products like this.
Should we do the next section, like your section, and then we'll come back and do the colours blender?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, what is up next? We have our Win It Weekly reminder. So, you have the chance of winning this ultimate Miri bundle this week. You're going to get 40 sheets of each, 40 sheets of silver, 40 sheets of gold, and 40 sheets of that rainbow. 220 GSM and our Miri. All we'd like to know is the following answer. Where did the world's largest water balloon fight take place? Was it A, Kentucky, USA, B, Sydney, Australia, or C, Rio de Janeiro in Brazil? Like, share and comment for your chance to win. Remember, all of the things we have on offer this week for our birthday celebrations will end midnight on the 21st. So exclusive prices, different discounts and things like that will go back up. Also a reminder that our free birthday wishes sentiment sheets are until stocks last. So we do have a lot of these, but they are going to run out sooner rather than later with all the incredible deals we've had on so far already. So you are going to get 72 individual sentiments. They are all birthday themed and they're coming to you with every order absolutely free. Now we have some other things that we have got on offer as part of our birthday deals. One of them being our fantastic peel off. So a selection of our peel off packs are now £6.99. We've got lots of different ones for you to choose from. And these work great with your alcohol markers because you can colour in your peel offs. It is a product that you can use side by side. So we have our floral outline pack. Each of these packs contains 12 sheets, 6 designs. You are going to get 6 in gold, 6 in silver. We've then got the fantastic butterflies and dragonflies. So these are our everyday essential selections that we've got for you here. We have our borders and corners. These are really, really handy for adding extra bits and pieces, especially to sort of like stamp cards as well. And then we've got our alphabet and numbers, which also includes some of our sentiments in there too. So £6.99 to grab your hands on those per pack. Just have a look on the website, they will come up on there. And then another product to go with them is our craft tweezers. Now these are already a crazy price because they are £5.99 for 2 tweezers. And we are giving you them £3.99. That's like £1.
Don't do it, Natalie. You can
Nearly
see your pain.
nearly £3 each.
£2 each.
£2. Yeah, £2. I was trying to work it out. My brain doesn't work anymore, okay? £2 each now for your tweezers, which is incredible. And they work so well with your peel-offs, and they're also great for anyone who struggles with their hands because they are sort of like opposite. So you press them to sort of open them up and then they're always closed together. So grab those as well. A little recap of our brand new launch today though, before we go back to Stacey for our third show. We could sit here all day and colour.
We could.
We really, really could. But it is our Prism alcohol markers, brand new today. 168 markers you're going to get in this box. They are all brand new colours. You are going to get all of these designs. In this box you have 72 exclusive colours that you will not be able to buy separately. There was some questions as well about whether we would do replacement pens so that people could just buy one pen set. It isn't something that we can do, one, for storing 168 pens.
Yeah, it's a lot of pens.
It's a lot of pens, and also they wouldn't survive. They would more than likely dry out before.
Yeah, but also it's oh, what was I going to say then?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. It'll come back to me in a minute.
I can't read your mind right now.
I know, but it'll come back.
But 168 colours that you're going to receive in this fantastic box. If you want to get the box on its own, don't do it. It is not the right way to do it at all.
It's just come back to me. The value wouldn't be there.
Oh no,
so
the value would not be there at all.
Multiples of individual pens, the value of this box would have to go up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that it's the value.
We just wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
So if you want to get your box in the bundle. It's the best way to do it. It comes with an incredible saving, £50 saving, getting the bundle. You're also going to get our brand new crafting handbook, which Stacey has been going through on here. You're going to get 300 bonus reward points just for buying this. Then, if you're a Diamond Club or a club member, your other regular bonus points are going to be doubled as well. So the deals are crazy. If you're a Diamond member, you're going to get 656 points. If you're a regular member, you're going to get 488 points just for getting this bundle as well. And look at that price if you are a Diamond member. It's such a phenomenal saving on this one. It is an incredible box. We absolutely love it. And yeah, I think it just makes you fall in love with colouring all over again.
Yeah, and I have to stress that what we've got is what we've got at the moment.
Yes.
So, I mean, we're already, I don't want to use the word low, but, you know, we're selling well.
It's going a lot better than a certain person had thought it would be.
Yeah. So if and when, I'm going to say when these get reordered,
It's
they
going
are
to take
not
a while.
likely to get here before Christmas. So if you
No,
want them
they're
for Christmas
not.
presents,
That's true. I didn't think about that.
you do need to buy them now. Yeah.
If you want it in time for Christmas, you've got to get it now, because
Yeah.
once they sell out, there's no way that these are going to be
No,
manufactured
I'll obviously do
and
my
back
best,
in
but
time for
it's
Christmas.
highly, highly unlikely.
I'm not sure of the exact number we've got left,
No, I don't. So
but I believe it's quite low.
yeah,
Yeah, it's going. Remember your
Right.
free downloads as well. You can get those sheets to download and print. Make sure you are ordering your your Colour Me cards as well, because that is an incredible addition, and it is going to get you the best out of your alcohol markers as well. Right, Stace, we'll go back to you then for a little.
Fab. Let's show you how to use that Colorless blender, because it's in there. It's a mystery what it does.
It is.
So, there is no sort of colour in this. It is just alcohol. It's pure alcohol in pen form. So when it goes down so you can see it, because obviously it is wet. So it's going to change the colour of your cardstock, but it does dry clear. A few different ways that you can do this. So if you place this down and you think, oh no, that's really too light, I really don't like that colour, you can lighten it. So just by going over the whole area with the chisel tip, it is going to lift that colour. And I'm going over it quite a lot. You don't have to, you can do as much or as little as you want for this bit. But you can see that this starts lightening, and it will just get lighter and lighter as it dries. Always place down your cardstock underneath, because you see it almost like pushes the ink through the paper into the underneath section. So just add this. You can leave it to dry a little bit and then do another layer, but it will just create sort of like a mottled effect, I'd say. So it's not going to be as smooth as your original colour, but it will just lighten it and sort of save the day. The other thing that you can do is place your Colorless blender down first, and then place this down, and it does create, it's not as strong, but it will create a slightly lighter colour than if you were to just do it straight down, because it's going to mix in with that alcohol. But when I say slightly, I've not noticed that much difference. It is really quite light, whereas I think other brands, the Colorless blender does make it a lot lighter. So this is really good if you want to start blending your colours together. So this is my new thing now, so I'll place the Colorless blender base down first, then I'll come in, and you have to kind of work quite quickly because you don't want it to dry. But if it does, just add some more colour down. But then you can start blending the colours, and because you've got that Colorless base down already, it just blends a little bit easier. So
I've never used them in this way before, as in to place your Colorless blender down and then blend your colours together. I'm normally a person that just goes from like the dark shade back to the light shade. I've always done that with my colouring. But for big surface areas like sky or like grass or backgrounds where you're wanting to do like a large section, this is really, really good for getting those colours to blend together. Especially good if we're going to use colours that don't work together.
Yeah. So if we were to do the vertical blending, so that's obviously the horizontal. So let's bring this in, and then bring this colour in. You can see it bleeds more than it would without the Colorless blender, and that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to blend the colours easier because you've got that alcohol already down. And then what I do is just go across with the bullet nib, and you can go in circular motions to stop the line if you want to.
Oh, Stace, we've got a request. Catherine said maybe packs of the Colorless blender on its own.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that myself, so I will look into how much that will be and see what we can do. Because I feel like now I know more about the Colorless blender, I do feel like I would use it a lot more. So what I did then was come in with the darker colour and just do the lines, really, really thin lines, because they're easier to blend together. And then I've gone in with my lighter colour and I'm just blending all of that together. But you can start to see this like seamless blend happen between the two colours.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, it's easier because you've got that colourless blender base. The other thing that you can do is, we might be able to do it on previous colour. So this is dried now, this is fully dried. Well, this bit is fully dried. You can do it while it's dry, but it's better when it's wet. But what you can do is then you can start adding highlights.
Oh, highlights are really good.
Yeah, so you can add like little clouds in. So with clouds, I can tend to do little circles of different size.
This answers the question that Debbie's just said as well. Does the blending work if you use the blender on top of the colours instead of putting it on first?
It will lighten the colour quite a bit. So I would always put your colourless blender down. Because if I go into this now there, and do this, it's going to actually put light, it's going to bleach those areas. Think of it as like bleach.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking it.
Yeah, so it's bleach in a pen.
But it's not going to damage anything. So
no, it's not going to damage anything. It's just that if I go over there now, I can see it by the eye a little bit more, but I've now got pen strokes all the way across.
You can see those lines coming through now.
So it's really good finding highlights. Natalie used this for your sloth, didn't you?
Yeah, so if you're wanting to create like a nice texture to your colouring.
So you can just hold it down.
You can add sort of like little mottled details.
Yeah.
Do the colours stain the tip of the colourless blender?
So you get a slight discoloration. Let me bring it up. And all I would do is just do this. And it sort of comes out. So it might stain a little bit, but as long as your pen is coming out clear, then it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
The other really interesting way of doing it is if you've coloured over a line. So let's colour this. And I think, oh, I've just coloured over the line.
Oh, you need to use this on one of your other sheets.
Oh, yeah, that...
You'll be able to see it better.
I know. I don't know why I did that. So let's colour in this, right? And I'm colouring this and I colour a bit out and I'm like, oh no, I've messed that up. Let's push that colour back in. Let's bleach it out. So you're just going to go around that area. And obviously leave it to dry as well. This works much better on lighter colours. Darker colours are much harder to do.
Yeah, I would say with darker colours, do it, let it dry.
Yeah.
And then you can go back in again.
But what that does is it pushes the colour back in, so you've almost like corrected a mistake. So that's really, really good to do. And then the final way you can do it is I'll have to... Have we got a stamping block?
A stamp? Do you want a stamp?
No, let's just do it onto here. I don't need that. Let's do it with this. So you need to work quickly with this. So I'm going to take both ends off. But I'm going to put some colour down. And yes, it will stay on there, but I will tell you how to take it off. Pick up the colour. And then you can create...
What?
So you can keep picking up the colour. And you can keep adding it. But you can see that it will stay onto your pen so you kind of just need to move it around, if that makes sense, to get the pen off, to get the colour off the pen.
Get the colour off the pen.
Yeah. But then once it's off, so you can see that's now going clear. But you can just keep activating the colour because it's alcohol. And then you can go from blue to clear. And we'll leave that to dry and we'll see what it looks like. But it looks really, really good, and it's such a good technique if you
that
just
would
want.
be good for like your like those sections where you're wanting to do white.
Yeah. So if you've got a grey, you can pick up that colour.
Yeah.
And you've got a grey outline, but then it's going to white, and it just looks really nice. To get this off, you just need a little bit of alcohol, like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
Or we have the spray hand gel. Yeah, that's what I will steal that off you. Yes, I will. Thank you. So we've got like spray hand gel, and it sort of activates it. And then I'm just going to use this piece of paper, and it comes off.
There you go.
So
no ruining your surfaces.
if you do get, if you're working on here on your glass mat and you do get it, you go over or it bleeds through because you didn't put cardstock underneath, you can just use your alcohol to clean it.
Just while we're on that,
Yeah.
because that sort of links into what ink pad to use with your pens.
What
Oh,
ink
yeah.
pads?
We did answer it in the comments in case it's not been seen.
So it's opposites attract. So these are alcohol based, so you want a water based ink pad.
Mm-hmm.
So
The water-based ink pad that we use here in the office a lot is our VersaFine ink pad. You don't have one there, do you?
No, I think they're all down there. But opposites attract. So it does say that in the book. Let me get it out. Oh, it's Memento, it's not VersaFine.
Oh yeah, sorry, VersaFine is for
Yeah, really
sorry.
confused me then.
Sorry.
I've just put it in the handbook, so I hope I'm not wrong.
Sorry,
Memento.
Memento is what
So
you
need your Memento, or if you really want to, you can use the stays on as well. Dan's looking at me through the things.
Just as long as it's not this.
He's looking at us thinking this has got to be the longest show we've ever done.
You finished?
No, I'm still talking away.
We're giving them.
He's just looking so confused.
Are you
So-
really still live?
Yeah.
Are you still talking? Sorry.
Go away, get back in your office.
To be fair, I have just finished.
We have just
talking my
finished
little
talking.
section.
But yeah, Memento stays on if you're using it with acetate or Miri.
Or you can just use it for standard stamping.
If you heat emboss as well, you can then colour it in.
Yeah.
And that will act as like a little channel because obviously it's raised. There's loads and loads of different things that you can use. Lots of people are laughing at Dan now because he literally thought we were just sat here chilling.
I know, yeah.
We do not.
His face was just like blank.
We're getting through all of these techniques. There's a lot to learn about these new pens.
I know.
He doesn't know what Wisdom Wednesdays are all about.
No, he doesn't
That's
know
what
that
it is.
Stacey's shows take longer.
Right, we have had such a fantastic show with you today. Hopefully, we've shown you through all of the knowledge and all of the things you need to know about these pens. If there is any other questions that you have, message us in the comments, send us messages to studio@Hunkydory Crafts because I'm sure we can do another either Wisdom Wednesday or a Technique Tuesday on these pens for you.
Spin the wheel.
It's Spin the Wheel Day, isn't
I
it?
didn't know we had spin the wheel.
Where is it then? I nearly broke it. I didn't know where it was. It was hidden behind. You know what it was hidden behind? The huge
I know, I don't.
thing of Miri that Dan bought in yesterday. And he hasn't
Tidied up
moved.
after himself, has he?
Just like the extra large stairs that are just in the office.
Oh,
That
yeah,
no one
right by my
needs.
desk. Yeah.
Right. Every single day this week, for the next 2 weeks actually, we are giving you the chance to win reward points. So every single show, we're giving someone away even more reward points. Can you believe it with the amount you're getting today? So let's spin the wheel, and we are going to ask you the question. If you were invited to a fancy dress party, who/what would you dress up as?
You know what I'm doing.
I think it depends on the theme, doesn't it? But let us know. No theme, you can beat anyone. Let's see how many points we are gonna win today. That was an epic spin. Oh, no!
Oh no!
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 1,750 points are up for grabs, so get comments in. If you could dress up as any character for a fancy dress party, what would you be? I have no idea.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Well, I've already been to a fancy dress
That would be
party,
your
just as
go-to, a dinosaur. Let me see if the comments will work for us on here. I'll have to refresh the these ones.
Or a shark.
Meredith, Fairy Godmother, Tina Turner,
Oh, that's a good one.
Morticia, Shrek,
Oh,
Wednesday Addams. That's a great one.
yeah.
Robin said I would be a flapper girl from the There's lots of 1920s flapper girls actually over on YouTube. I think it's nice, isn't it? Because you can be all like fancy.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's a good one. Wicked Witch, Werewolf,
I love that
Wonder Woman,
these are mostly
Princess
normal.
Diana, Art Deco, a black cat,
And I was like dinosaur and shark.
Christmas Elf, 1960s rock and roll,
I also said that I'd like to go as a sprout.
a sprout.
Yeah, I don't know why.
My favourite fancy dress. I used to love fancy dress when I was at uni. I did a lot of good Halloween fancy dress costumes. Dan's mum's birthday was my particular favourite as well. When me and Dan did Back to the Future,
Oh yeah, that was
and
good.
I was Doc and he was Marty.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
That was very good. Christmas tree made of balloons. That is a good one. A space theme party. I'm going to a space theme first birthday at the weekend.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Cassian's got his little space suit. I put his name on the back of
Aw.
it.
Yeah.
He's very excited. Beauty and the Beast, Rapunzel, Snow White we've got on here. Loads and loads of incredible ideas, I meant to say, not deals. I was thinking of the deals on the show. And that means that it's time for me to go and sit down at my desk. Lisa, have we got a winner?
Yes. Sarah Bradley on YouTube.
Sarah Bradley on YouTube. And Sarah...
I can't even remember what she said.
Hagrid. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Yeah.
That is a very, very good one. Congratulations, Sarah. You've just won yourself 1,750 reward points for that answer. Send us a message. You can message customer service, say you are the reward point spin the wheel winner, or message studio at Hunkydory Crafts with the email address on your account, and we will get those added straight away, which means you can get spending them straight away. What's coming up? Amy is at Hobby Maker this afternoon. It feels very weird being on Hobby Maker every day this week. It's very, very peculiar. She's at Hobby Maker this afternoon. She's got shows at 2, 5 and 7 p.m. At 2 p.m, she's going to be sharing our brand new Teenage Years decoupage toppers, something that has been so requested by you guys in the last couple of months. So make sure you are watching that show. And at 5 p.m, she's got brand new Duo Design paper pads. They are absolutely gorgeous. And at 7 p.m, she's going to be taking another look at our Prism alcohol markers. So go and watch all of those shows this afternoon. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday. And we'll be back here tomorrow. The long-awaited Advent calendar.
I know.
The amount of phone calls customer service has had about this Advent calendar has been ridiculous. But it is back. It is our Advent calendar pad for 2025. We have got a brand new die for you and a brand new pad. So make sure you tune in to watch that from 10 a.m. with Amy and Anne-Marie. And we will see you all again very soon.